Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Night Stream. Hope you're all having a nice night. I'm doing all right myself. Um, it's just not been a particularly interesting week. For me, it's been a very interesting week, generally speaking, which we'll get into when we look at the posts, because we know we're doing posts again tonight. So we'll be looking at those in just a second, but I just want to be like, how we doing tonight? Tonight we're going to be playing Humankind. It's a video game that looks extremely like Civilization 7, but it came out like through 2 years ago, I want to, or something like that. Maybe earlier than that. It's a little older. It came out, maybe it's 4 years ago. It's basically somewhere in the development cycle for Civ 6. I think like when they were releasing the last DLC around that time, maybe. Or was it even later than that? The Civ 7 development period has been very long, which, fine. Very good. I'm not complaining. I'm just like stating the facts. For a video game franchise of this caliber, the game time has been very long. Even for Civ, the time between Civ 5 and Civ 6, I feel like was shorter than the time between Civ 6 and Civ 7, but I could be imagining that. Very excited for Civ 7. I'm excited for every Civ game. They're all fun. Not, I would say, great educational tools. Probably don't use them in classrooms, actually. They're a good way to get people engaged with history, but they're not a good way to teach history. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference there. Because they give you, it's not just like it's not just that they have bad history in them. The history that is in them is fine. The problem is the framework is bad. The historical framework of the Civ games is a terrible way to understand history. So that's the part that makes it a little concerning when people try to use Civilization in the classrooms. Like, I get it engages kids, but like, it engages them to view history in a specific kind of way that I don't think is particularly productive to actually understanding history. So, but it kind of looks like to me that Civ 7 might have taken some of the things that Humankind ran with them, but then again, maybe they were just in the tank on Civ 7 so long that Humankind was just able to beat them to the punch on some of these innovations. You'll see what I mean when we actually get to playing it. But yeah, I'm interested. But yeah, how are we all doing? I hope we're all having a decent time. I was watching a lot of stand-up today, not by my choice. And has stand-up always been terrible? I feel like stand-up used to be funny, but maybe I'm just imagining things. I don't know. It was like just a Pluto TV station, like it's called like Stand Up Nation or something like that. And for one thing, all it was is George Carlin. It's just like a constant stream of nonstop George Carlin. They didn't have any other people on there. And like, don't get me wrong, George Carlin's great and all, but I don't need to see him do the same routine over and over again. I would think a little bit of variety might be good. But also, he's not funny. Like, his stand-up is not funny. He's very funny. He's very funny outside of the stand-up. He's got some really good points and some really funny statements. Usually just pointing out the obvious, but the things that are obvious now, but were not so obvious to people back then. And I'm just here watching his stand up and going, meh, yeah. I mean, like, some of it's like amusing, but it's like he doesn't really elicit laughter. So it's a little unfortunate. No. He's not a Jerry Seinfeld type. What's the deal with airline food? No. Like, he's very much a truth to power kind of guy, but he's also kind of a truth to whoever pisses him off at the moment kind of guy. And by truth, I mean whatever he's feeling. And like, sometimes that means he's punching down more than he's punching up, which I feel like that's the problem with these little specials that they have on this thing, is that they're cutting through so much of his entire stand-up career. They're going back and forth through different periods of his stand-up career, which I think he would not enjoy some of his earlier stand-up material. Like his later self, I think would not have enjoyed his earlier stand-up material so much. I think some of it punches down a little bit more than he would have done in his later career. Not that he, is not. I feel like I can't speak to his heart, but like based on statements he's made, regarding other comedians, it just feels that way. But I just, yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. I was like, most of it was just kind of boring. Like he's got this big long bit about the differences between football and baseball, and how football is more aggressive and baseball is more passive. And I'm just sitting here like, who gives a shit? Who cares? Is this funny? Is it funny that football's aggressive? It's the one with the CTEs. Of course it's aggressive. Well, that's unfortunate, Ferret Lord. But yeah, such as it is. Such as it is. Okay. I guess that's enough yapping. Let's get to yapping with direction. Woo! Post time, baby. All right. So why did I choose to do this first? Anyways, first up, Neil Gaiman. So turns out Neil Gaiman is not just a sex pest, but a really, really bad one. If you've not read the article that details his horribleness, it's really bad. It is stupendously bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't think I can. It was painful to read. Yeah. I don't think I can describe it here because of Twitch's terms of service. For that's how bad it is. So, gotta be pretty bad. It's really unfortunate because Neil Gaiman is a really decent writer. I wouldn't say he's like one of the best writers of all time, but he's a pretty good writer. But he's also a terrible person. But because of that dichotomy, it has absolutely broken people's brains. A lot of people I've been seeing are going like, well, he was always bad. He was always a bad writer, actually. And it's like, no, get over yourself. Come on. Like good writers can be bad people. It's just the unfortunate truth of humanity. And some people have been trying to come up with lists of good authors, quote unquote good authors. Like, these are the authors that are actually good people. And that we thought Neil Gaiman was a good person, didn't we? But he turns out he's not. And I think Robert Evans puts it really nicely here. One lesson from this should be that leveling mountains of praise on an author or creator rather than their work is risky and potentially toxic. Worth noting, the article starts by discussing the ways fans used to throw themselves at Neil. His degeneration was not just from internal factors. This is an important thing. I think people are misinterpreting what Robert says here to say it's not his fault. That's not what Robert's saying at all. Not at all. What Robert's saying here is that the way fame and power warps your brain, which we've done studies on this, the way just pure money, even just having a lot of money just turns off your ability to empathize with people as well. And that goes for fame and clout as well, and that can just warp aspects of a person that are already there. And so if you have a person who is going to be prone to predating on people. You give them the power to do so, and he is going to be able to do it, right? Ernst Schrodinger was a brilliant scientist, but doesn't change the awful things he did, or vice versa. Exactly. There's a tendency to look at stories like this and go, well, they've always sucked. I don't think that's accurate, or that Neil could have only have been a predator. I think adoration and fame supercharge the worst and most poisonous parts of his personality, as well as providing him with opportunity. Obviously, most of all, people who get this famous won't do what Neil did. See, that's the key point there. But fame and wealth provide both a shield and further one's internal attitude that I am special and it's okay for me to do this. I don't think this should be controversial to say. So that's like a really important aspect when you're looking at when people with power go bad like this. Power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely, blah, 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 et cetera, it's just the inherent nature of power that it will make the worst parts of you more so. Hell, I am a minor internet celebrity. I am extremely minor, and the amount of attention that I get makes my fucking RSD go insane. When you guys make mean little comments, it makes my brain break. and I'm barely anything. Like, so that I think that's a really good way of looking at this situation. Here's another way to look at it. Neil Gaiman is a character created by Neil Gaiman. Exactly. Most accusations are for later in his life when he's more famous. Exactly. The character that we like, the person we think we knew as Neil Gaiman, this like progressive writer who wrote in maybe slightly tacky ways, but with good faith, good show of force for the marginalized, is actually a predator. That's just a character that the predator Neil Gaiman plays. And he wasn't always destined to be a predator. He was just a guy who became one through his own choices, but also through the power that he was given, allowing him to make those kind of choices without repercussions. And this is interesting. I don't know if this is actually anything Terry Pratchett ever said. Make him surprised to learn that Neil Gaiman is either a very nice, approachable guy or an incredible actor. That sounds like something Terry Pratchett would say, but also there's no fucking source on this whatsoever. So never trust things you just see on the internet, especially when it comes to quotes. Okay. That's the really sad thing. Like, Neil Gaiman's a terrible person. It's like, I'm not one of the people who's like, when someone who creates something I like does something horrible, I feel particularly sad about that specifically. I feel bad for the people that they did the horrible thing to more so. I don't know. For me, things are easily left behind, are more easily left behind than like the people. But I also understand that some people, attach really heavily to things, as like security measures and safe places and such. So I'm not going to knock anyone on that. I'm just explaining where I come in from. Okay, next up. Chat, is this real? Hey, chat, is this real? My hat's still on. I should take that off. Is this real, chat? I think this might be real. Leaked photo of heaven? Yeah, no, I think that's what heaven looks like, and it's real. Man, we're so fucking cooked, dude. I can't believe this shit, dude. This is just an AI generated image, like Twitter's becoming Facebook. Every fucking website, every fucking social media site is just going to be a series of AI generated posts featuring AI generated images, featuring AI generated responses, and they're all just going to be like going, "Hey, did you see that there was a leaked photo of heaven? Wow, I love heaven. It's my birthday and nobody gave me a like." Like, we're so fucking cooked, dude. I can't believe this shit. Okay. Next up, TikTok got banned for like a couple of hours And now they're, we'll talk about how they came back later, but with the downfall of TikTok, thanks to the American legislative department branch, I should say, particularly the Democrats who allowed this to go through. Obviously, Trump started it, but the Democrats signed it and allowed it to go through in its entirety, and fought hard for it. In fact, people started leaving from TikTok to Xiaohongshu. It says Red Note here. That's not what the app is called. It's Little Red Book. It's Mao Zedong's. It's named after Mao Zedong's book, Xiaohongshu. And it was a really interesting little time. So it's obviously an act of protest because the reason they're banning TikTok supposedly is that it's a Chinese app. That's like their stated goal, is that it's a Chinese app and thus a security risk. So people are just going to an explicitly Chinese app, like a literal social media app in China. And so they've been posting there and interacting with the people who actually live in China, and it's been an interesting little time. This thread is an interesting look at it, but I think this thread is a little bit too credulous. I think is the best way to put it. Because like obviously, like, so Americans are interacting with Chinese people for the first time and realizing that they're actually human beings behind the screen, but they're also like interacting with the Chinese censored internet for the first time, right? On Xiaohongshu, you can't criticize the Chinese government. So if there's like anything going on that's bad about China, the Americans aren't going to hear about it through this website, right? So they're only hearing about the good things coming through, which I think it's good that Americans are actually engaging with Chinese people for the first time and realizing there's actual human beings over there. Oh my God. Well, imagine that. A fucking entire country of 1 billion people, and they're human beings too. I can't believe that this is what caused people to realize that. Americans are... Okay, well, I want to just be like, Americans are so stupid. But the American propaganda network has been telling us for years, for decades, that, every single Chinese person is part of a little hive mind that is all the Chinese Communist Party. And that's all there is to China. And I think some of that's starting to fucking wear off finally, especially for older people who are like, we're actually really inundated in it. And I think that's a good thing. I think... there's a possibility that people are going to buy into, some of the less good aspects of, Chinese society. Just like we're going to see some tankies come out of this. That's all I'm saying. But like, I don't know. I can work with tankies. That's the thing. Is I feel like I'm an anarchist, of course. I say this all the time. I'm an anarchist because that's what I closest align to. But like, I feel like tankies come from a position I can actually work with to some degree. For the most part, some of them don't. But that's why the word tanky is like sometimes a little useless. It's because it's so broadly applied. I think if you're just a person who defends the Chinese state sometimes, I could probably work with you. It's when you get to the point of like the PSL, like defending the invasion of Ukraine. Like that's where it gets a little like Vladimir Putin's not a communist. Like, come on. He's not a communist at all. Like, at least the CCP is like, their end goal is supposed to be communism, and that's what they're like, everything they are building to is like, supposed to end in. Nothing about the current Russian state has anything to do with communism. But I digress. So I think this is good. I think this is really cool. I also wonder what's going to happen. What's going to happen to Red Book, Little Red Book, because it is a Chinese app, and the bill that was passed doesn't like it obviously targeted TikTok, but the language allows for them to potentially ban anything that comes from like any online service that comes from or is even owned partially by a enemy power, like an enemy nation, quote unquote. And I think the ones that they've described are Iran and China exactly. I don't remember if there's any more than that, but Iran and China are definitely the ones that are on there. And China's really the one that mostly matters because China's the one that has a lot of internet infrastructure. But yeah, it's very interesting. I'm very curious to see where this goes. I don't know how widespread this actually was. And obviously, there's enough Americans coming onto Xiaohongshu to make them create a separate American server. But I'm not sure how much that would be, because from what I understand, Xiaohongshu was not a particularly big app. It was more along the lines of a Pinterest kind of deal. So I don't know. Very interesting though, and here's a a quote from Marjane Satrapi from Persepolis. Very good book, by the way. If you've not read Persepolis, it's a great graphic novel. I highly recommend it. The world is not divided between East and West. You are American, I am Iranian. We don't know each other, but we talk and we understand each other perfectly. The difference between you and your government is much bigger than the difference between you and me. The difference between me and my government is much bigger than the difference between me and you. And our governments are very much the same. It's also a movie. Yes, the movie looks beautiful. I want to check it out sometime. The graphic novel is beautiful too. It's absolutely wonderful. So yeah, very, very interesting. I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna come. I think mostly good things will come from it, and I think it's cool. And this quote is incredible. I fucking love Persepolis. It's such a good graphic novel. All right, next up. Oh yeah, so here's another thing. Here's another thing I just saved. In the wake of the TikTok ban, people decided to be like, I think people started overstating the case. So like TikTok obviously wasn't banned because it's just a Chinese resource, right? It's partly banned because Meta and other American social media apps felt threatened by it. TikTok has a really large market share, and they've been trying to compete with it for a while, and they've been failing. And it's also being banned because a lot of Palestinian support was being posted on TikTok. But then people start overstating that case. This person here, I remain professionally convinced that TikTok wasn't banned for either the stated reason, national security and download privacy, or competitive reasons. It's obviously competitive reasons as well, but TikTok was banned because it was monstrously effective at teaching people empathy of others. Is it? Was it? Is it? I don't think that's true. Like I literally don't think that's true. I think maybe that's true to an extent. We got a lot of Palestinians making TikToks we were able to experience Palestinian culture. Things can happen for multiple reasons. Very true. But another reason why TikTok spread a lot of Palestinian support is because the Israelis were posting their brutality on it, right? The Israeli soldiers were posting their fucking war crimes on TikTok. That does not, I don't think that's teaching empathy to people. But even more so, the reason why Trump swooped in to save TikTok is because TikTok is a wonderful place for the recruitment of alt-right individuals as well. Social media as a whole is really good at radicalization, left and right. So I don't think it's just that I feel like TikTok is not particularly good at teaching people empathy for others, really. I mean, maybe in a world without third spaces for people to actually interact with each other, maybe. I don't know, man. That seems like a big stretch. I think we're giving TikTok a lot of credit, despite the fact that TikTok is very blatantly an evil company. And to bring that home, here's the TikTok Trump inauguration party. This is something that TikTok threw, an inauguration party for Trump. You see the MAGA 2024 on the screen there. There's a TikTok, everything all over the place. Hashtag save TikTok. The era of conservative leadership on energy has arrived. Wow, man, this website sure does make people empathetic. So I don't buy it. I don't think I buy that TikTok was making people more empathetic. I don't think. All right, next up. Speaking of fucking nerds, here's a wonderful headline from The Guardian. I knew one day I'd have to watch powerful men burn the world down. I just didn't expect them to be such losers. Oh my God, yes. Such fucking losers. Every single one of them. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, fucking Andrew Tate, Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson. Every single one of them a goddamn loser. It's incredible. There's like you've got Mark Zuckerberg, who like looks like he climbed out of a toilet. You've got Donald Trump, the most frumpy man in the entire universe, who like can't maintain focus for one press conference. You've got Elon Musk, the a guy who deserves to be shoved into a toilet. Fucking apartheid Clyde. Andrew Tate is just like the stupidest gym rat beyond maybe Joe Rogan, who is also the stupidest gym rat. And then Jordan Peterson is the fucking fascist Kermit the Frog. It's incredible, dude. It's like, yeah, obviously things were if anyone's gonna make the world a worse place, it was gonna have to be rich men, right? But man, you would think they'd be more impressive, right? They'd be Lex Luthor types. But no, they're these nerdlingers. Ugh. All right, let's keep hammering on Elon. Elon is faking being good at video games. And this caused him to get in a fight with Asmongold, who is also an idiot. And it's covered in bugs. And he's losing. He lost. Like, it's not even he's losing. He lost. Like, how do you lose to this guy about anything? Because he fakes his fucking video game. He wants to be cool. He wants to be cool so fucking bad. He can't tell a joke. He can't be cool online. He can't play video games to save his life. And he wants to have all of those so bad. So he pays other people to do it for him. And it's so obvious. Also, speaking of Elon, the inauguration happened, and I just want to say I don't want audio. I don't want audio at all. Also, notice how NBC made sure to cut away there. Very cool, dude. They cut away. Unfortunately, they cut back for him doing the second one. Very strange. This is like dire, dude. It's the only thing he cares about. Yes. I don't even know that Elon Musk actually, like, obviously Elon Musk believes fascist ideology. I don't know that he thinks of himself as a Nazi. I think he just thinks I think he might just think it's a cool way to troll the libs. But importantly, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether he believes it or not, because he's still fucking doing it. When people show you who they are, believe them, right? We are who we pretend to be. It's not good. This is such a, and he's like doing it with the president of the United States seal right there in front of him because he's at the fucking inauguration doing a goddamn Nazi salute. And he's trying to influence the German politics by speaking to the National Socialist Party. Oh, sorry, they're not called that anymore. They're called the AfD. Oh, sorry, they were never affiliated with the National Socialists, right? No, never. But at least anti-fascism is alive and well in Italy. Where they hung this trash-filled effigy of Musk at the same place where they hung Mussolini. Fuck yeah, dude. This is the kind of attitude we got to have going into the next 4 years. Okay, Speaking of not having that attitude, though, Sarah McBride, the first trans woman in Congress, and also the most spineless trans woman ever. Dude. So obviously, the Republicans have been pushing through anti-trans stuff after anti-trans stuff. And Sarah McBride's big response to this, her big condemnation is, it defies understanding, except for the fact that it's a pretty obvious part of the politics of misdirection and distraction. No, dog. They want to kill you. It's not just a distraction. They want to kill you. I don't know how you don't get this. They want you dead. You should probably try acting like they do. It's so unfortunate that the first trans woman in Congress is a useless lib. Speaking of useless libs, here's a funny thread. Liberal politics will always prioritize respectability. Very true. It's very true. Facts. The 3 best things young 18 to 25-year-old leftists could do to protect their communities moving forward. 1, join the police. I looked to see if this was a bit, dude. I went and looked to see if this was a bit. Especially state police. Keep in mind, you need to pretend to be stupid to get in the academy. Why? Control the means of suppression and influence other cops. Oh, yeah, man. Entryism in the modern day, dude. Yeah. Entryism to the police. That'll work. That'll work for sure. It didn't work for unions. What makes you think it'll work for the police? Join the military. Why? More armed leftists is a good thing. Do you think they let you bring a gun home with you, dude? The military just lets you bring a gun home with you. And the big one, learn a trade skill. We need leftist plumbers, electricians, construction workers, building inspectors. And that's so good. Just like I don't like the cop jacket, anyone. But No. You don't need to organize. What you need to do is you need to join the police, join the military, and get back to work, idiot. Just like, oh, fucking hell. I can't believe people like this are real, dude. I feel like maybe this one could be reasonable. Like that last one is like the most reasonable of the 3, certainly. I feel like it could be reasonable. Hey, Minra. Hello, Haru. Welcome, Raiders. Hello, resubscribe. Hello, everyone. Hello, Corgi. Hello. Hope you're all having a nice night. Hope you had a good stream. You were playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm psychic. Blah, 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 blah. I hope you're all having a nice night. We're doing, I almost called it Freaks because that's what MBT calls it. But no, we're doing Stuck in My Craw. Had so much fun. Glad to hear it. We love to see it. So we're looking at posts. We're laughing at horrible people on the internet. And then we're going to play Humankind. So there you go. My name's Empire Ian. Vampire VTuber. Card game extraordinaire. It's like, what is the craw? I believe it's like part of your esophagus, I think. I don't know. Could be your mouth. It's something like that. All right, next one. Oh, here's actually a good response. How am I supposed to do what now? What do you mean, Sarge? Here's actually a good response to the current wave of anti-trans legislation. Exclamation point, shout out, I think. Or something like that. There you go. You're just picking on children. Our government is not supposed to be this intrusive. Your government has become incredibly intrusive. You're in our doctor's offices banning treatments. You're in our classrooms banning books. Now you're in my daughter's locker room. This is the way to actually break through with weirdo conservatives. They don't listen to the same kind of logic and reason that liberals do. Uh, you have to break through on their terms. You got to talk about personal liberties. Now, to be honest, a lot of them don't care about your personal liberties. They only care about their personal liberties. But this is going to garner a lot more sympathy with them than otherwise. With the more moderate right-wing freaks, the ones that are just ready to kill. There's only one treatment for that, and I can't say it. If you get discriminated against, though, and you live in the state of Illinois, though, check this out. There is a lawyer willing to represent you pro bono. Please check that out if anything like that comes up for you. Next up, speaking of cowardly running away from the current administration, Wizards has decided to suspend their funding for VML, which is what's the best way to put it? It's just like a way to promote. God, I'm blanking on a good way to describe this. It's an organization for Magic the Gathering play that is geared towards minorities. There's a way to describe it. Not a perfect way, but I did it finally. I got there. We got there in the end. And Wizards decided to pull their funding for it. Fuck them. I say probably don't buy Magic the Gathering anymore, even if you were at all. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be, but if you were at all, definitely don't do it now. Harvard is also pulling away from this. So I want to remind you that not only did Harvard have a huge part in slavery, they also invented napalm, and how bad napalm was. Pretty cool. Awesome. Look, I don't fucking trust anyone from Harvard. Fuck Harvard. I don't give a shit. If you have Harvard on your resume, I'm side-eyeing you until I see anything else. I do not trust Harvard alum at all. It's not a university, it's a trust fund that has a university attached to it. Yeah, Harvard is a breeding ground for some of the worst motherfuckers of the last 100 years. Exactly. But there are people fighting back. Labor unions. So a big push for this anti-woke, anti-DEI. That's their new thing, is DEI. It's not new at this point, but they prefer to go after DEI than woke now. Has been targeting the federal government because it's a lot easier for the federal government to target the federal government and go through their employees. The thing about the federal government employees is that they're unionized. And so the union is actually throwing a bit of a wrench into their plans, which is really nice. Join a union, folks. Unions actually work. Isn't that incredible? I don't think I can read this whole thing because it's really long. But Trump tried to do so. Trump has been ramping up his deportations, including to Colombia, who refused. And so as a result, Trump has decided to put tariffs on Colombia, and Colombia is putting tariffs back on the U.S. And the Colombian president put out a really nice piece about this. I think it's actually quite well written. I suggest all of you read it. I like this part here where he says he likes Sacco and Vanzetti, who are Italian anarchists from like the early 1900s, who were strung up in a frame up. Really cool. A huge part of early 1900s labor culture revolved around, remember Sacco and Vanzetti. Were they in Marvel? Yeah, absolutely, dude. And then, of course, we're ending with the sin of empathy. Do not commit the sin of empathy. This snake is God's enemy and yours too. She hates God and his people. You need to properly hate in response. She is not merely deceived, but it is a deceiver. Your eyes shall not pity. You want to know what she did? She asked Trump and Vance, who were in the audience of her sermon, to have mercy on trans children. She didn't say to not hate them. She didn't say to not go after them. She said to have mercy on them, on children. Children! And these people are like, the sin of empathy will destroy you. Do not, my friends, become addicted to water, for you'll soon learn to regret its absence. Like, what the fuck, dude? This... How do we live in a society where these people have power? How do we live in a society where these people aren't, you know, if we were in an ancient society, these people would have been like, and not to make ancient society sound great, ancient societies are terrible. They would be a horrible place to live in. But if we were in an ancient society, these people would have been exiled. They would be sent into the desert to never be spoken of again. Like, like these people, Ben Garrett and his ilk cannot live in a civilized society because they're not civilized. These are the only real barbarians that have ever existed. These people right here. Sin of empathy. So I hope everyone commits the sin of empathy sometime this week, or maybe for the rest of the year, or maybe the rest of the 4 years, or maybe forever. Commit the sin of empathy as much as you like and as often as you can. That's my plea to you on this segment of Stuck in My Craw. Okay. That's enough of the depressing shit. Let's play video game. How's that volume? Very loud? Cool. I had turned it down, but not enough apparently. Maybe that? It still seems quite loud on my game capture. Weird. Maybe that? Huge mankind. Yeah. Hello, pathogen. I'm going to drink some water. Hugh. Okay, I think we're good to play. Okay, I'll hydrate again. Apparently I'm going to look like that. Brunhilde. Agamemnon. I think all this seems fine. Sure, whatever. Let's start. Volume good? We all liking that? Volume good. Okay. Voluminous. Oh, I should change the humankind. Wow, there was a total of 21 viewers in this category. Well, now there's 15 more. We really fixed that category for them. Oh, okay, I stretch. Oh, jeez. Ouchie. I still have a little tiny lump from that fall that still hurts a little bit. I gotta be careful with how I stretch.
Our universe contains infinite stories, most of which are about rocks and ice at sub-zero temperatures in a vacuum. Rather boring. However,
Okay, that's
on
good.
A small damp rock, there is a story that bears
I like the screen tearing too.
It's your story. But the first 4 billion years or so mostly concern amino acids. Not much of a page turn.
Fuck you.
But then,
It
over
is.
time, the amino acids bond together, and things start to get interesting.
Fish.
And a bit drier.
Monkey.
Certain subspecies of hominid discovers that you can do more with a sharp rock than annoy your little brother. Tools.
This isn't Sean
and
Bean.
weapons are
No.
invented. The hominids begin to cooperate.
But every Civ game has a different
Fire
narrator.
becomes a servant rather than an unpredictable force of nature. They learn to tan the skins of animals for clothing. They learn ways to record and probably exaggerate their adventures. Eventually, these
It's also
tribes
not Leonard
learn to
Nimoy.
build shelters and immediately hold the first barbecue parties. This is the dawn of humankind. Struggle and cooperation have been rewarded.
I'm always saying
The
this.
Neolithic era draws to a close. The whole world beckons. This tribe has come far, but the rest of their story is your story. You are the one who will build them into a great civilization.
Wait, you can't say that.
How far will you push
You can't say civilization. No, 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 no.
Another day, another dawn of humankind. It is time to finish breakfast, give a rousing speech, and leap into the future.
To move beyond the Neolithic area, you must earn at least one era star by either collecting enough food to grow your tribe, science to know better the world, or hunt victories to ensure your safety. Once you accumulate enough star influence, you'll be able to build an outpost and claim a territory. What else? What can you, as a historian, tell us about this era of humans? They're pretty resourceful. It's kind of crazy, actually. It's crazy how this era of humanity managed to get all the way across the fucking globe. I think I gotta particularly shout out the ones who went to Asia and were like, actually, we want to go further, and then took boats and found all those islands to the south, and then took boats up to the north and found a whole new continent to encapsulate. Why do they get fuzzy when I move them?
We move.
Okay. Well, yes, the ones that would become the Pacific Islanders, but also the ones that would become the Native Americans. Because they both took boats. The thing about the land bridge between Alaska and Russia is not real. That actually happened after humans had already arrived in America. Isn't that insane?
This way.
How do people get to the fucking UK too? Boats.
This way.
Full bellies and healthy children. I see where this is going.
Hello. Yeah, no, the land bridge is a common misconception. It was an early theory of how people how Native Americans arrived in America, but yeah, actually no. They came by boat across the same strait. That strait is a lot easier to cross than just the entire Pacific, but still. Berries. Exhausted. Ooh, there's exhaustion mechanics? That's interesting. World deed. Okay. Wasn't there trade between Native Americans and China? Very controversial subject. No. A lot of people think there were. We don't have any evidence for that. Hmm. The cloudless nights after the fires have dimmed to embers, many of the tribes raise their eyes to the heavens, mesmerized by the vast ocean of stars. Some have noticed recurring patterns among the brightest stars, and in these shapes they imagine the form of heroes and beasts. Stories of their adventures, their victories, and their defeats are flourishing. Myths can be born here, you realize, ones that have the power to shape the tribe. Which themes will you encourage? We're not going violence. We have no reason to go violence right now. I kind of like Destiny. Oh, we have enough influence to found an outpost now? We should just do that. Outposts exploit food and create industry. And the symbol for industry that can be turned into cities when you reach the ancient era. Take a bit of time to choose the best spot, both strategically and economically. I mean, I feel like this isn't a bad spot, frankly. Minchir. End turn. Yes, it's wonderful. Saltel Angel has been unlocked by another empire. I don't know what that means. Wild berries. Okay, there's a tutorial. Oh, it's still creating the outpost. Okay.
This way.
Wild thornberries. True. Is this your first game? Yeah. This is a first time in. Oh, are these? Huh.
Right.
It just duplicated.
This way. Let's do it.
Do it. Okay. Is this done yet? Next turn.
A first outpost means a first step into a new territory and a new extension of your empire's power, but also a new vulnerability.
Open the battle. Attacker is those freaks. Both sides are evenly matched. Evenly matched? The Yu-Gi-Oh card? This is the defender's flag. The title can be captured by both sides by moving a unit onto it. The attacker controls at the end of any turn. They immediately win. Understood. You're under attack. Victory will be yours if you can survive until the end of the battle if you eliminate every enemy unit. Understood. Oh. Deployment phase. I can't do that. Oh, there's a bear. Okay, I was like, what the fuck am I being attacked by? A bear, apparently. Also, this is really weird. I was not expecting a deployment phase. The number of battle rounds played every blank turns, or every turn. The number of remaining turns and rounds can be found at the top panel. Bear Wars. Fuck. Get him. Got his ass. We win. Bears lose. 3 ways to earn your era stars: increase your population, gather science from the curiosities, or hunt down wild animals. Gain units and increase your population. Gather food through hunting wild animals and foraging food. Oh, so the amount of food in doubles the, or is what caused us to double. Okay. Okay. There are many ways. Okay, spread cultural influence or influence. There are many ways you can earn influence. Earn influence by hunting and discovering scientific curiosities. Use influence to find your first outpost and take control of territory. Okay. Oh my God, there's so much. Trade. Okay. Poaching resources. One of your trade relays is being poached. Was you an empire connected with via this trade relay? Okay. I'm not trading with anyone. How am I being poached?
Just because a culture died out doesn't mean it wasn't worthy of study.
Okay. Good to know. California Living Museum. Sounds cool. I have big respect for science museums. Like, obviously, science museums have a easier time getting people in the door than historical museums, but they also have a big task in doing all their stuff. What's going on here? Oh, it's a strategic resource. Event. Okay. Oops. Okay. Tribes start short at the riverbank, hesitant to wade into the waters that seem to be flowing unusually fast and deep. Thanks to recent rains, this peaceful stream has swelled. The current strengthened to make it fording a dangerous maneuver. Indeed, you watch an odds the tree branch felled by the storm. Pressure. Would you get orders? You give the tribe. Texas ad. Oh boy. We'll take the research. Let's move forward here. There's a thing to pick up over there. I don't really know what I want these guys doing. There's an event here. The tribe has built a fine outpost, and its proud structures, blazing campfires, and buzz of activity have drawn the notice of others who roam the lands. Though such wanderers pass by the settlement, none of us approached you directly until today, when a small group of strangers arrived at sunup. They came bearing an unexpected request to create bonds of peace with the tribe, becoming as brothers and sisters to your people. What answers do you give their offer? Will who knew blood? Who knows what past lives have walked? So much we can learn from each other. And then just reject. I think we just embrace. We get the population. Population buff seems pretty decent. I've played 10 turns. Hooray. That's an achievie.
Time
Whoa.
to see what happens when foreign cultures get together and decide to murder each other.
I like the guy. I'm the attacker? I didn't mean to attack. But okay. Like, if we're gonna fight, we're gonna fight. They lost more than we did there. They're on a hill, though, so I feel like attacking them is probably not directly is not a good idea. Yeah, I feel like just staying where we're at. It's a little bit capture the flag, yeah. Hmm.
Beyond us.
What? But they didn't what? Huh? What the hell happened there? Oh, did they retreat all the way over here? Is that what happened? I literally have no clue what happened there. Because they weren't dead. That's really confusing.
We move. Onwards.
The battle system seems a little strange. I see now why people in the reviews were saying it was a little strange. Because it is a little strange. Zone of control. The adjacent tiles to a hostile army area that causes zone of control. Move through zone of controls will cost you more movement points. Okay.
This way.
Yeah, they feel like they have to be different. And to be fair, I feel like Civ's battle system fucking sucks. So I get it. But I wish it would explain it to me. Like, I didn't play the tutorial because I wanted to, I didn't play the tutorial because it was immediately pushing me into the tutorial instead of letting me change the fucking settings first. If otherwise I would have just played the tutorial on stream. But no, it had to push me in immediately, so.
What's over there?
Have you tried doing squats? What the fuck are you talking about? Hmm. You can just found another outpost. What if I do? Just for no reason. I don't know. I don't know why I would want to why it wanted me to do that. Or I don't know where I should be putting outposts, frankly. Okay. Um. Okay. Sure. Outpost relocation. Oh, you can build units. That's good. I don't really care to right now. Idle army. Yeah, well, I guess I'll move them there. So, okay, seed of an idea. Yesterday, the tribe came across a vast tract of wild grain, the stalks swaying in the breeze. Ground down grain could feel the tribe twice over. Once the tribal elders had another idea. Instead of pounding the seed in the flower, she suggested planting half of them to the grasses may return next summer. It's a curious idea at odds with nomadic lifestyle, but perhaps a harbinger of the future. Let's plant. Yeah, I'm fine with them right there. How do I make them guard? Skip. Okay. Weird. I don't know.
This way.
Something going on there. Okay. Aha! Aristar unlocked. Tribe is ready to enter the ancient era. Let's do that. Cultural affinity. Here are the gameplay details of a culture. They will always be presented in the same order for all cultures throughout the game. First, an affinity icon next to the culture's name. There are various affinities in the games, including aesthete, agrarian, builder, expansionist, merchant, militarist, and scientist. And that's all you need to know, apparently. Right below is the culture's legacy trait, a gameplay modifier that will remain active until the very end of the game. Each culture has a different legacy trait, and legacy traits will add up as you progress through eras and combine more cultures. +3 influence on landmark part, +5 influence on natural wonder. Cultural emblematics. An emblematic quarter and an emblematic unit, both of which can only be built by this culture. Bear in mind that both might require a given technology or particular resource to build. Fish traps and boomerang throwers. Okay. So, what do we have here? We got Nyungan, Bantu, Karalans, Sumerians, Assyrians, Babylonians, Egyptians, Harappans, Hittites, Mycenaeans, Nubians, Olmecs, Phoenicians, and the Zhao. Zanche, horses. We do have access to horses. They're like near us. So that might not be a bad one. Phoenicians, they got a ship. We're on the coast. A lot of money. Javelin throwers, +3 influence on territory. Money. A lot of help on military stuff there. Hittites have a lot of military stuff as well. A lot of food from the Harappans. A lot of industry from the Egyptians. A lot of science from the Babylonians. Military from the Assyrians. Some science and some territory stuff from Sumerians. Carlin seemed like a good all-arounder. Bantu have influence, and this has influence as well. I kind of want to go Zhao. I feel like Zhao. Finally, in cultural and quarter, or an emblematic quarter and an emblematic eunuch, both which blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Fame rewards the deeds of your tribe as tales of the accomplishments echo through the wilderness. In the Neolithic era, gain fame by discovering natural wonders by earning a... I'm not in... Am I not... Didn't I just choose an empire? Or am I now progressing to that ancient era? Is that the deal?
Right.
Thriving legacy. Looking out of the tribe, your heart's full of pride. They do not feel so distant these harsh days. Okay, farmers or storytellers. Well, +1 money per population on the city or outpost. +1 food per population. Ooh. Let's go story. Get your ass back over there. Now that we've investigated that.
Ah, the challenges.
Okay,
of
here we
young
go.
civilization. It's hard keeping
Had to
up
wait a
with the
turn, I
neighbors
guess.
When they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns. Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay.
Okay.
Perhaps you don't really need to focus on markets when you have deep philosophers and dangerous chariots.
With the Zhao, you've reached the ancient era. First city can be founded, or now ready to permanently occupy one of the locations you found an outpost in. Okay. Well, it's obviously going to be Minchir. Your first city, ready to build your first city. Okay.
It is not just a bunch
Hao
of
Jing.
buildings. It is warmth, protection, and, praise the gods, a bit of privacy.
As an aesthete culture, aesthete. Your affinity action is called Cultural Blitz. You gain the ability to pay money to overwhelm a territory with your influence and gain some influence. Becomes available once the affinity meter is reached. How quickly this meter fills depends on your influence output throughout each turn. Activate Cultural Blitz and select the territory to immediately convert it to your influence. Well, our borders stretch out pretty far, huh? I'm now realizing this. Cost 160. Holy moly. Like, does that... What the hell? Like, this is our borders, right? No construction in progress. We should probably construct something. Let's just get started on the Confucian school, yeah. Yeah, they're really broad. I feel like that's going to be a good home for it. I assume these just go on the... Yeah. So we really broad borders this way, though. Not really broad borders out this way. It's very strange.
Off we go.
Oh, you fuckers.
Let's get him!
Oh, I already placed the first city, though. Understood. Okay. Predefined borders like this always confuse me. Yeah, it's really strange. I liked how Civ 6 did it, where they had it so that domestication, where they had it so that you were you didn't have borders, you had just like a territory until you established, like, you researched the technology of borders, right? I feel like this one is kind of doing that, but a little less elegantly. I have not met this empire. I've gone to war with them several times, but I've not actually met them. Because they're behind this big wall of mountain.
Over this way.
Oh,
Come over here.
interesting.
All right. Off we go. Yes.
And now you've met the Mycenaeans. Let's hope relations go well. Their forts are rather formidable.
Okay, Arthur of the Mycenaeans. King Arthur of the Mycenaeans.
Follow me.
Are these the Mycenaeans? Are these guys that we've been fighting this whole time in the Mycenaeans?
Greetings. I'm called hot-blooded, short-tempered, passionate. All the highest compliments. As long as we are honest and fair, we can do mighty things.
Okie dokie. Diplomatic relation, peace. Hesitant. Huh. If you zoom out, it turns into a old map kind of style. That's fun. Embassy available for construction. Okay.
I would not put myself in this position if I feared the consequences.
You're concerned for the people of Mycenae under the unjust rule. you just be like, hey, you have to give us your capital because we decided that you're ruling unjustly. What the fuck? It's the ancient era.
Okay, over this way.
Over this way.
go.
I'm now realizing that the horses I was talking about are on their side of things, not mine, which is a little annoying.
Greetings to the Nubians. Now there's some good fortune. A neighbor who may be more interested in commerce than conflict.
Greetings. I'm called hot-blooded, short-tempered, passionate. All the
That's the
highest
same
compliments.
fucking... Okay.
As long as we are honest and fair, we can do
Pleasant.
crazy things. Have a seat. Have a glass. Let's
We were
get to
more
know each
powerful
other.
than them. We're benefiting. They're benefiting from being on our sphere of influence. They're being absorbed into our sphere of influence. Oh, well, I like to hear that.
Off we go. Over this way. Yes, Commander.
I've got a plan.
Here is a proposal to get your heart racing.
Understood.
Yes, this has potential.
Propose improve your relationship. Sure.
A proposal I can sing the praises of. We accept.
I don't like my voice.
News like this makes the sun shine a little brighter.
Today, the nomadism is a distant memory for your people. Most of your generation's families haven't lived and died the same. Every death comes with pain and grief. What is your one distinguished family has disputed over herd price cattle is after you to establish a clear system of inheritance to help avoid future argument. Private matters for family alone. Overlook, distribute, or privilege. Distribute. Apparently, I'm an evil 90s old lady from an anime. No, I'm fucking Cruella de Vil. Why do I sound like Cruella de Vil?
Yes, sir. We'll wait here.
We can cultural blitz. The civics you make, or choices you make in civics and narrative events steer your society towards a number of ideological axes. Ideologies grant various bonuses depending on... Okay. Okay. But I want a cultural blitz. Oh, okay. So this territory is part of our sphere of influence. Their leader only has 57% hold. Okay. So I can culture bomb their entire fucking territory there. That's what you're saying. Or not? Okay, you're not the owner. Oh, okay. So I could culture bomb my own thing and there's no point in doing that. Okay. Okay, I understand now. It's for maintaining your own, getting out of their sphere of influence.
It was not love or hate at first sight. Let's see how second sight goes.
Hold up.
Off we go.
We'll wait one more turn then.
We'll wait here.
I like the music. It's got very Civ vibes, just in general, frankly. Okay.
If I cannot teach you wisdom, I will teach you regret.
Hello.
Not your finest lands, so why squabble over the border there?
I could spit blood at this stupidity.
Yeah. What do I do now? Do I just wait until they respond? I suppose so. Have we finished building yet? Not quite. Ah, that's the embassy they were talking about too. All right, domestication research. It feels it does feel a lot in ways like what we've seen of Civ 7 so far. But also it seems like a little inelegant in some ways compared to Civ, because they had to build the interface from scratch. What does this mean? Leverage against leader Arthur can be earned by First Empire to bring an envoy, spy, or unit from the diplomat affinity here. How do I get one of those? I guess from the embassy? I guess the embassy would allow you to build diplomats? Tech doesn't work in this like it does in Civ. I mean, it kind of does. It's still a technology timeline. So it's not too far off. It is split off into eras.
You have constructed a first emblematic quarter. It's a symbol of power and a lasting memory of this era. Go ahead, be smug.
Stupid. Keep the embassy very far away from my actual capital. Fuck you. Okay, that works. I think that's fine. That's gonna go. Oh, it trumps the pottery workshop. Huh.
You bring your stink here? Open the windows.
Merchant. Weird. I noticed that you still haven't given me my kine. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. The people of Mycone yearn to be free. It's true.
So, tell me, shall we become closer?
So he wants to share maps.
I can't see how.
You know what? I'm fine with that.
Everything seems adequate. Agreed.
Calendar research. Oh, station will allow me to keep them there without having to constantly tell them to do things. Oh, I only have one city to do that. Okay. It feels very unclear what is affecting what here. I like the music. I said that before, but you know, bears repeating. What is this? Pottery. Pottery. Just like kind of vibing here. We almost have enough influence to make another city. I don't know that I want Matar to be another city right now. I kind of feel like I wish I hadn't put it there. Oh. Well, it's still in the same territory, so I feel like where it's at right now is actually fine in that territory. So it does get me power over that territory, however that is. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. And you know, having it closer to the capital is probably actually not bad. Another era star. Stability of the city is the degree of control that you have over it. If it gets too low, bad things will happen. Good to know. Feng Hao. Feng Hao. Oh yeah, we should probably have a fusion school here too. By what right do we rule? Empire Foundation. First civic. Okay, it's a first civic. Okay. By what right do we rule? We claim inherent dominion over the land and the beast. Our supremacy is ordained, for we are the chosen ones. Okay. Tradition versus progress. +2 influence on emblematic districts, +3 faith, and +5 influence on main plaza. I have not enough. So that, oh wow. Okay, so each piece of hexagram encompasses or is encompassed in a piece of territory that has been randomly generated. So, and any city within that territory claims the entire territory. I see. That makes a lot of sense. Now, cool. Okay, I feel like we're in a pretty good position here. How are we doing?
Here? Open the windows.
At this point, it's no longer a surprise war. We could just declare war. We have like a lot of war support. They have a less than us, so it might be good to go after them now, or it might be good to wait until we have more war support. I feel like it's going to work like, you know, a Paradox game, the war support feature. So we're going to want to have a lot to make sure that we can stay in the war longer than they can. So let's just pass turn. Okay, civics time. 100. Oh my god. They have very little. I think we want to go natural
Why
right.
was this even a question? Let's keep it simple. We've been here. It's our place.
50% on create outpost cost, 50% on attach outpost cost, 25% on absorb city cost. I don't know what those are. Sumatra's discovered. Hey there. I feel like we're not going to be able to take them very well, actually. Is the unfortunate thing. Ooh, but warriors might help. I know we got to take their land. That's the problem, is we got to take their land. I can't see what that says. And now it's gone. Okay, awesome. Thanks. Something about strategic resources.
I'm already angry. Do not drive me to violence.
Fuck it, we ball.
The time has come to quench the flames of our disagreements with blood.
She really does sound like Cruella de Vil.
You filled me with indifference before, but now with distrust.
Distrust? Really? That's all? It's just distrust? Holy shit, dude. I thought I could pass through there. What the fuck are you talking about? I gotta go all the way around. Jesus Christ, they have like the best fucking defenses in the entire like possible. Like what the hell? That's crazy. Fortress fucking city. Yeah, you ain't kidding.
We'll stay here.
Actually, hold up. Wait, what? We'll just wait there. Hold off on that. Okay, we can do the other civic now. I think I want to do
That seems to
customary
leave a
laws.
lot of interpretation of right and wrong, not to mention yours and mine.
Mm-hmm. Siege. There's a thing there for us to siege? I can't even tell the difference. I guess there's a fence there? I didn't notice. What? Huh? But it said I had to, whatever. What the fuck are you talking about? What is going on? Explain anything! I just want it to explain anything. I'm gonna, hold up. Can I like, is there like a settings for tutorial level? What does that mean? Ew, gross. Tutorial, just go back to beginner. I clicked the, I'm experiencing, because I know my fucking 4X games, right? But they're apparently assuming a lot of things about the way that the game works that I don't think it should be assuming. Because I have no idea what happened there. I have no idea why this is part of the city. It's like completely outside of it. That's weird. Hello. No pronouns.
Mouthpiece would never be pronoun people.
Thank you for the follow, Mirai Future Gaming. Did I see about Paul Rubens? Who? Oh, you mean Pee Wee Herman? That's all I'll ever know him as. Yeah, I mean, didn't you already know? That's why he was arrested. Because he was in a gay porn theater. Select one of your units to attack. Click it to select the attack unit. This is really annoying that they have like a perfect fortress of a city. I will say this is, now that I'm actually getting the hang of it, this is a little bit more engaging than Civ. Battle round limit. Okay. Oh, you can scroll around to get it. Okay. Cities are the beating heart of the empire, blah, 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 blah. City cap. Has reached the maximum number of cities. Oh, I didn't realize there was a cap. Gain a new era star. Okay. Okay. What's the issue here? Cannot be done in the perimeter of a battlefield? Are you kidding me? It's not... Whatever. It's not even close to there, but okay. Draw. Okay.
Keeping an eye out.
Oh, we have it. We have it under control. We did it.
Have a seat. Have a glass. Let's get to know each other.
Trade. He feels hesitant about us now. They depend on access to our resources. What is he offering here? Is it just... Did it just like randomly go to trade tab? Because it doesn't seem like they're offering anything. And there's no way for me to accept anything either. I think that was just them telling me that they're hesitant with me now. Sure. You taking over another dude's land makes me a little spooked. No, that's the thing though. It wasn't that. It's not that that made him spooked. What made him spooked is the fact that we have the resources that Arthur once had. The Mycenaeans once had. And he wants those resources, and that's why he's hesitant to us now.
You have come to annoy me? Challenge accepted.
Okay. I think we can force them to give us the Mycenae now. Give Mycenae. Oh shit, can we like also take that too? Fuck. Or we can make him become a vassal. Do I have enough for that? I do. How much city does he have left after I take Alrakis? Wait, I could do all three. What does he have beyond Alrakis? I don't know that he has anything. I don't know that becoming a vassal actually does anything. But it must do something, right? Here, I'm going to... I need to figure out what's going on here. So, Mycenae, Alrakis... As far as I can tell, that's all owned by the Nubians. So I think that's all they own. So if I take both of them, he's out. And I just take the money, right? I don't know why it doesn't make that invalid as a selection if I take all their fucking cities. Here, I'm going to do a little save scumming just to make sure I understand this correctly.
Thank you for your most gracious support.
Yeah, no, they're still around.
But we are in the right. I must stop the killing.
How are they still around? Is it just that they have that one guy? They have that one guy so that they can make an outpost and make a new city, I guess. That's the... Okay. Oh, wait. They'll build Rome and kick your ass. I don't know about that. I feel like this is a pretty big setback for them. What happens if I control more cities than my city cap? Is that it gave you a little pop-up, and then I clicked on it, and then it made it go away. Sure. Game will blow up your computer. Yeah, that seems right. It tried to when I booted it up. Why is it all the way over here? Extracting resources. Extractor district, okay. Horse ranch. We already have one there. But yugioh needs like an artisan's quarters right there. Okay. I get it. That one doesn't have any. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. I'm getting in the swing of things a little bit. What if I just declared surprise war on them and killed their one little unit before they were able to do anything? So Alrakis was actually an outpost that they hadn't finished building yet, even. Another era star. Osmosis event. Your civilization benefits from its proximity to others. Okay. New grievance. New grievance?
So, tell me, shall we become closer?
Yes, this appeals.
Intercrust. We'll just renounce that one. I think that's fine.
I can let bygones be bygones.
He wants to
Impressed by
trade.
boasts, but by action.
Sure.
Everything seems adequate. Agreed.
Intercrust is way over here. I don't give a shit. That's fine. Like obviously our border goes up against it, but that's like there's a pretty big gap in between there.
Let's go.
Break up armies into smaller armies, which is useful to explore the map in earlier stages of the game. Oh, cool. I didn't realize that. That explains why there's two guys there and there's two guys in the battle scenes. Okay, so that's how those battles are working. I understand. All right. See, maybe I did need to have the beginner on. I don't know why that's called the beginner's one when it's mechanics that are unique to this game. That's weird. Why would that be different for the beginner? Whatever. Because there's like specifically like, are you familiar with humankind? then they turn off the tutorial. Are you familiar with other 4X games? They give you the tutorial that doesn't include things that are unique to humankind. Very annoying. It implies that if you're not familiar with humankind, but you are familiar with civilization, you should be able to play the game. But then they whatever. Fuck. Okay. Pleasant. We're pleasant. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. I'm not even disappointed. I'm just like, I'm confused. And I'm on stream, so I've got to be a little bit more extreme in everything I say. Which one? I think we'll go there. Can't make another city, but we can make another outpost. During a recent brutal battle, many soldiers sustained horrific, life-changing injuries before returning to Feng Hall. For some, their whole character has changed, becoming aggressive, demented, or unable to bear others' presence. Others suffer physical wounds, some forced to use crutches or carts to move around. Among the citizens, fear mixes with admiration of those as they spy them on the streets. Your lead will be vital. How do you welcome your crippled soldiers? Glorify or exploit? Let's glorify them. That's fun. There's some fun ideas. This I think to some extent this game kind of feels like it wants to be Civilization but woke. Oh, the ads are here again. Here, I want to break anyways. Let's head over to BRB.
Frozen in terror, the Earth waits for the battle of the Titans. Gamera versus Monster X. A hideous monster without a name challenges the world, destroying everything in its path. From beneath the crust of the Earth it came, and the battle of a decade would begin. Only Gamera stands between civilization and its gigantic strength. Its paralyzing death rays sweep across the land as the world looks on helplessly. Can Gamera stop its relentless march? Gamera versus Monster X.
We're back. Okie dokie. Does it tell you what those two choices mean? Yeah, it did. It had the game mechanic meaning underneath it. Now, to be fair, it did not tell me what a celebration meant, but I assume it means the same thing as in Civ, so...
Follow me.
Over this way.
Zagros discovered. He's discovering all sorts of things. At this point, I could probably get this guy on Auto Explore and have him explore shit, and I can discover things. Because we're about to have our warrior built, so we're good on that. The world, as it ever was, is divided into the rulers and the ruled, great sprawling empires and proud independent cities. Your struggle is with other empires, but you should not forget the part these free cities can play. All right, independent peoples. How should we use other peoples? Let's go with fellow
They may
peoples.
have more to offer than just their weapons. Assimilation does seem practical.
Cool. I haven't run into many, so that's, you know, something I'm not too concerned about right now, but... Cultural conversion started. Alrakis will enter the sphere of influence for the King Hunar in 5 turns. Okay. We did it. I don't know what that did, but I did it. I wish something had happened immediately when I did that. Help layer. Okay. That's... It's weird that there wasn't like a feedback for me actually using it. I didn't even realize I had actually used it until like for a bit there. Like did I do something wrong? FIMS! That's fun. I like a good acronym like that. Feng Hao. Buying out construction. We can do that. Attitude degraded. Okay.
If you have something important to say, say it quickly.
Why is hats off to you a thing? You didn't do it. Nothing's going to happen if you don't do it. It's just most of the time when you do it when I've already done it. There you go. I guess we'll go fishing. Fishing seems good. Okay, we have warriors now. Warriors. Come out and play. An unrelenting deluge of rainfall lashes upon the great city of Fenghao and the surrounding lands. If the rain doesn't stop soon, the banks of the great river that threads through the city will burst, flooding the adjacent quarters. With limited time and resources, the choices are stark. What do you do? Gamble. We got a lot of money. Let's invest. Fish pilled. Let's go gambling. No, we're not gonna do gambling. We're no gambling here. Do archers. Trade everything.
Proposal to get your heart racing.
Yes. Yes.
Sure.
I can live with this.
Okay. I think we're looking pretty good here. Oh, right. We gotta...
Keeping an eye on.
Now we can end turn. Now we can end turn. New grievance available. Don't mind if I do.
I would not put myself in this position if I feared the consequences.
Oppressing my people. Give Napata. Do we just consider... Huh. We just like consider everyone to be our people. So we're like, you're oppressing our people. The more I let them sit, the more war support we get. Without having to actually fully act on them. So I'm going to sit on them for now. Oh, they did. Look, they did make a new city. Knossos. New wonder can be claimed. Oh, shit. Let's claim a wonder. The Stables of Pyrameses. Creates a new deposit of horses automatically exploited. Why is it? I guess it's recommending that one to me. Giza, tester of the human wheel and ingenuity. This marvel will surely dominate the landscape for millennia. Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Extract any luxury resource from the deposit it is built on. I do kind of want to go stable. Liberate? Like make it independent? Okay. So I can liberate cities to make them independent. Yeah, no, I know you were talking about their city liberated as being part of mine, but apparently there's like an actual liberate mechanic in this game. Sure, build it there. Yeah, it's going to take us a while to finish building that, so. It seems like it prioritizes the new thing you put on there, which is interesting. I kind of wish it would make a queue, but it makes a queue still. It just makes a queue in the opposite order from how I'm used to it. But that's fine. Like, that's workable. I just have to keep that in mind. Sure, we'll pass
Another
turn there.
empire has opened an embassy, a powerful symbol of diplomacy and a hotbed of rumor, gossip, and intelligence.
Let's go polytheism. Irrigation seems good. Flooded lands 2. Fortune favors you. The skies among Fenghao grow darker and darker, and the deluge like a sea built begin to be on the sea. But then suddenly the clouds part and the rains relented. The days of sunshine follow. The fires of the flood are no more. Okay, we're good. First holy site. Doesn't seem to have a recommendation for us, so I'm just going to put it there. Okay. Population gain, love to see it. Made the following demand, give Alrakis.
My demand for reparations was justified. Think carefully.
Well then...
We can be amicable and solve this border issue. Can we not?
You have the clothes of a ruler and the mind of a child.
Dog, you're the one that ruined this. Oh, they refused our demands. Well, this action is unavailable because demands have been refused. Okay. So we have to declare war, basically, is what I'm seeing. Those are warriors, right? Yeah, those are warriors. Why did the AI suddenly decide to fight me? Like, we're friendly. Why are they doing this? Why can't I refuse demands? I can withdraw demands, I guess? Why do they have so many stars? What the fuck is going on? Draw demands on their walls. Yeah, well.
Fulfilling my demands is no longer necessary. No, I cannot brook such a proposal. It's
Okay, they withdrew their demands as well. But we should, Huh, how do I... Okay, but so it does work that way, but only sometimes. Sometimes the things that you put it to the queue go to the front of the queue, but sometimes they stay at the back of the queue. What? I don't understand that. That makes no sense. You need consistency, video game. Okay.
So, tell me, shall we become closer?
No.
No, I cannot brook such a proposal in good conscience.
Cultural treaty? What does that mean?
You are aware that I am not known for my patience.
Must I accept every vulgar proposition that comes my way? No.
War now? What? Why? Yeah, no, I kind of see people. So people are saying that the battle system and the war system are kind of broken in this game. I definitely see that now. This is, you know, it's more complex than Civilization, and I think that's why it's kind of not working for me. I can, like think about Paradox games, right? Paradox games have a very complex war system that is very hard to understand. And it kind of makes some of them not very fun sometimes. What the fuck? They can fire that far away? That's crazy. Where's my...
Follow me.
Okay. Well, in that case, it's probably not even worth bringing them over anymore. Because there's just one guy here, and they've got like a 4-stack here. Just buy out the rest of that for the archer. Wait, what was it saying about Alkiz being attached? Oh, I can attach it to this city? Oh, okay. And then that's like, yeah, okay. This is... I find this a little annoying. Why? Again, I'm just like questioning why sometimes adding things to the queue allows me to move them to the front of the queue, while sometimes it means I have to wait. Okay, I could do that. Okay, I understand now. You can move them around as you please. Okay, okay, okay. I understand now. Get that masonry out of the way. And then we can collapse them all into one unit and then march them back over. Feng Hao converts to a new religion. Zhao polytheism. Yeah, makes sense. Cool, okay. It looks like they haven't claimed Alcaris. I don't know how if they're just not able to for some reason. But that guy's just a scout. I'm really quick. I'm just going to make another scout. Let him auto-explore. And then we'll do that. All right, now we have a 4-stack. New civic. Army composition, conscripts or professional soldiers. I like professional soldiers.
It does seem logical that people shouldn't have to do a job unless they want to.
In some ways, it is just based civilization.
We can speak. Eye to eye. Heart to heart.
Oh, he's so scared. He's so scared of us. Like, it still maintains the same historical flaws that I mentioned at the beginning of stream of Civilization. Spice 8 Rec did a really good video on this, actually. But, you know, other than that, it's just Civ, you know? And it's like Civ, but, like, trying to address the problems of Civ, even though it can't fully address them because of the inherent flaws of the 4X. Like what do the 4X's stand for, right? Pecking of poultry. Art of divination spreads across the empire. Priests search for messages from the gods in animal entrails, the flight of the birds, the wheeling of the stars, and the holy decoctions, and elsewhere. Now, however, the practice has become so commonplace, so bizarre, that the whole empire is sliding towards chaotic superstition. Even the eating patterns of the chickens are being interpreted by military commanders. What to do? Embrace it. Celebrating in cities for 10 turns. Forbid. Fanatical. Reason. I'm enlightened. Well, that's true, Sarge. But I was specifically talking about the ideological aspects of Civ. And, you know, Civ has done a lot of work themselves to fix some of the ideological issues with the Civ franchise.
Where fancy dinners come with a side of diplomatic intrigue.
Okay. Shall polytheism spreads? What? Where did they come from? What the fuck? Where the fuck did they come from? I didn't even see them. And I can't do anything about them because they're in this battle space that I can't enter? What the fuck is this? This is so stupid. Like, why can't I fucking come in from behind with my troops that are right fucking there? I think that's right. That sounds right.
Off we go.
That's so annoying. City spawn point is... Oh, okay. That's annoying, but okay. Oh, he feels aggressive now, huh? Does he? I couldn't tell.
Challenge accepted.
I couldn't tell that he felt aggressive towards me. Civ 4. Yeah, that makes sense, actually, yeah. Jesus. Why did the archers not do very much at all? That's so annoying. Okay, that helps. Okay. And now all the buildings are on hold because there's a fight happening in this area, this like general area. Very strange. This sucks so bad. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you goddamn motherfucking kidding me, dude? What do you think of humankind? I'm not enjoying it. I gotta be honest. This battle system is fucked. How do they have so many guys again? What the fuck are you talking about? Spearmen? Just out of nowhere. Why can't I go there? Okay. Like, maybe it's just because I appear to be losing, apparently. But this game feels like completely... Like, they didn't think out the battle system at all. Not. Oh, what? Huh? Now they own that too? Okay. Wow. That's wow, I really don't like this game. What the fuck does that? How? How is that what happens there? I was attacking their defenses, and yet they get to take this city for winning?
You bring your stink here? Open the windows.
Does that make any sense to anyone else? Like, I feel like it doesn't make any sense. Also, I can't build any units because I'm out of population. So I am left with exactly 2 units total. Apparently, I'm supposed to be able to do anything with 2 units exactly. Oh. What is happening? Is this a shitload of ass? I don't think so. I literally can't do anything. What it? Okay. Cool. Okay, I guess we're moving to another one. Garmontes. Main plaza of city is growing. The Han would be a natural one to go into. Nazca. Polynesians. Aksumites. Greeks. Carthaginians. Celts. Goths. Huns, Marians, Maya, Achaemenid Persians, Romans. Fuck, you know we could actually use the Romans right about now, huh?
As urban centers grow, both ideas and sewage are generated at a record pace. Arts and sciences flourish as military tactics and mathematical equations become as coveted as physical goods. Empires struggle to control these intangibles, however, as some might trouble their stability. Though the Romans did indeed appreciate intangibles, I might be tempted to say that their most famous creation was their legions, which were very tangible indeed.
I love all the Chinese structures and then like just a couple of Roman things around them as we switch to Roman. Expansionist. Everyone looks slightly different now. That's funny. Where's my extra unit slot though? Oh, is it only in the... Oh, it's in the armies. Fuck. That's so annoying.
Follow me.
What? How did that happen? They weren't there, and then all of a sudden they're there. What the fuck do you mean? It's not their turn. What? Okay. Okay. I think that's it for stream. I'm done with this shit. Oh, that's so annoying. I'm gonna need to like really dive into this game's battle mechanics, because I think if I understood these battle mechanics at all, this would be fine. I think it would be a decent game if I understood these battle mechanics at all, but they are arcane. They're bizarre. They're just fundamentally opposed to everything that makes sense. Here, what if we? Is there like a? There's got to be one, right? Ransacking battles.
Sometimes you've got to drop the gloves and show your enemy who's boss. This video is all about the art of battle. We'll be talking about battle management,
it's like a
unit
fucking
stats and
YouTube
types,
video.
and how to come out victorious.
It's like a little fucking YouTube video in here.
When you come across an animal or an enemy army, you can ignore them, or, start a fight. Before diving in, though, you can preview the balance of power between your army and the opponent's. Just select your army and hover over the defending units. Hover over slightly longer to preview.
Or,
the battle
you can
area and
walk
deployment
into an
zones,
area and then all of a
which we'll
sudden their
talk
units
about
will
right
appear
away.
out of nowhere.
Let's attack these guys here. To do so, have your units selected and navigate to this button here. Select that, and then the army you'd like to attack. You can also select the army you'd like to attack while your units are selected directly on the map. First, you have the confirmation phase. Here you can either confirm the battle, instantly resolve the battle, or retreat. If you choose to retreat, your army will use up all of its movement points to get as far away from the battle as possible. Armies that have retreated on their previous turn will only regenerate a fraction of their movement points at the beginning of the following turn. They can't perform hostile actions like attacking, reinforcing, bombarding, and ransacking until the end of their next turn. Plus, they cannot retreat a second time in a row. Sometimes retreating is the best option, but not today. Let's sort this one out manually. Next up, we've got the deployment phase. The colored tiles within the battlefield represent the deployment zones of both armies within the larger battle area. Deployment is key for maximizing the potential of your troops. As you play the game, you'll learn where different units should be positioned to make the most of what they can do. We won't spoil that for you here, though. What we can tell you is that you should
Why not?
always consider
It's a
attack range,
tutorial!
terrain type, and elevation. Some troops specialize from further away, and some need to be up close and personal to perform a meaningful attack. Different tiles sit at different elevations, and because battles take place on the same map that you play on, those elevation levels are present and make a huge difference in battle. You are always at an advantage when attacking from the high ground, and you're always in for a heavy hit when on the low ground. Terrain types like rivers and forests also have an effect on your attacks and how much damage you take when you're on them. Hover over different tiles to see more info on what those effects are. After the deployment phase, the battle starts. In Humankind, battles span multiple turns depending on how large the battle is. The more units involved, the more turns it will take. Within each turn, there are 3 battle rounds where you and your opponent will alternate giving orders. Once the 3 battle rounds are done, You'll have to wait until the next turn to continue.
Uh-huh.
The number of remaining turns and rounds can be found in the top panel here. There are 2 ways to win battles. Eliminate all of the enemy units or, as I mentioned previously, be in control of the opposing team's flag at the end of any turn. To control the flag, you must have a unit standing on the flag tile, which looks like this. Moving your units and attacking other units works just like it does out of battle. Just select your units, then select the tile you'd like to go to or attack. Before we end the video, there are a couple unit stats that you'll want to take note of both in and out of battle. Unit health is a simple one. Every unit starts with 100, and when they get down to 0, they're gone. Health is recovered over time when inside friendly territory, but you can also speed up the process by spending some money here. Movement points dictate how far your units can travel. Combat strength is a measure of how strong your units are. Attack range defines how far the unit can attack from. Vision defines how far the unit can see. Veterancy is the overall level of your units. Units gain experience when they fight other units.
Okay, I'm bored. I'm extremely bored by that. How does the autosave of this work? So I can go back like this many turns. I want to see how far back that is. It's a pretty game. It looks nice. We are going to end here shortly. It is about that time, but I just want to see if I can fix this by going back a little bit. Whoa, that's weird. Trippy. Why are they able to move during my turn? Hey, it's my turn. Don't move during my turn. So actually we can go right back to before they went to Feng Hao. Ranting ASMR. Should I be doing that? I think I should be doing that to hop on the ASMR wagon. I should be doing ASMR of me yelling at shit. Please stop banning trans people from spaces. It doesn't do anything. It's just fucking stupid.
Over this way.
We will bury you. It's crazy that this is a better defensive position than this one is. That's the thing that's bugging me out. Like they were insane defending this position from me. I couldn't do a damn thing about it. Well, I fixed it, I guess. We do a little bit of time manipulation, but that's the kind of thing. The thing about 4X strategy games, they won't tell you, is that you kind of need to do that your first time through, anyways. Generally speaking, for like, especially for games like this that try to be more complicated. So.
You have created an embassy.
In hell with.
Behind those elegant doors, a whole new world of diplomacy awaits.
Yeah, here they come. With fucking. With Paradox games, you need to cheat. If you're not cheating in Paradox games, you're not learning. Like, oftentimes you're just banging your head against the wall and not actually learning anything. So, it's important to cheat in Paradox games early on. Sortie. Okay. Why would I want them up there? I do like having the archers up there, though. That's funny.
Negative.
You heard me. Cheating is important. We agree. Fucking hell, dude. What the fuck? Why are they able to just do that? What? I'm just gonna end. Oh, fucking hell, these archers are brutal. Fuck, dude. Right. We go professional
It does
soldiers.
seem logical that people shouldn't have to do a job unless they want to.
Yeah. Might not try this game out. Well, wait, should have used the archers. Fuck. How the fuck can I do that? How the fuck was I able to just go all the way over there and capture their flag? I win. That doesn't feel right, but okay. And they're attacking you. How do they have so many fucking units?
You asked too much.
Literally, how do they have so many units? This is insane. Cause like I'm at my limit basically. And I'm huge. Like, I'm huge. I can't make any more cities either. How are they able to have so many? Is it just AI cheating? AI cheating memento? Now what? If I take out their archers, they can't do anything.
Will we end the day friends or foes?
They're aggressive now. Wow. Feng Hao's population has fallen due to low growth. Gee, I wonder why there's low growth in Feng Hao. Could it be that the Nubians have like 10 million fucking units? They aren't doing anything anymore. They can't do anything because of the fucking mountains. Like, what the fuck is this game, dude? And that's a victory because I couldn't do anything. Sure. Okay, well, now we can choose again. I kind of wanted to go Han. Just for the science. We could go Greeks too. I don't know. Hans it has the science and feels more appropriate considering what we are currently. We'll go Han this time.
As urban centers grow, where intangibles meet the practical, the Han really excelled, like the fine art of diplomacy and crossbow production.
Okie dokie. Okay, well, at least I saved this save. Like I managed to make it unfucked. So I guess that's a decent enough place to leave off then. Here, let me take my hat off and we can finish all this stuff. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I hope you enjoyed. Exclamation point socials in the chat. Simple as that. Gets you everywhere I am. You can find my website where you'll find every link you need to find me. That includes the YouTube where all the VODs go. That includes the YouTube where my video essays go. That includes the YouTube where my podcasts go. There's 3 of them. You gotta find them all. Thempire Ian, 2 with Empire Ian, and Thempod Ian. You can also find my Patreon where you can contribute to the continued well-being of this channel and get your name in the credits of those videos. You can also join the Discord. You can also follow me on Blue Sky and all that stuff. I would say I feel like this is probably not a great representation of the game. I'm just gonna need practice at it. I just feel like it's a little strange. It's made some strange choices. I don't hate it. I want to be clear. I'm not hating it currently. I feel like it kind of makes some assumptions about, I don't know. I don't know exactly how to word what I'm trying to say. It makes some assumptions about what is to be expected from a person jumping into a 4X strategy game for the first time, or like jumping into a new 4X strategy game from having experience with other 4X strategy games. I think the combat system is really wonky and needs to be more thoroughly explained. And also probably is a little busted. I think the combat system is easily the worst part of this game. Otherwise, I like a lot of it. The outpost system is neat. The city stuff, I think there's a lot going on here. I just, wow, that was just like a really annoying thing to happen. And I really feel like the game, I mean, I guess a lot of 4X games are like this, where you really can get snowballed on very easily. But what's up with them having so many units? They have like, hold up, they have like 2 cities total, right? They have 2 cities total. How did they have 8 units, but they have 2 cities total, right? That's annoying. But maybe it's just something I'm missing. That's the thing, is I feel like I'm really out of my depth here, because this game has a lot of different mechanics from your average 4X game, either a Civ or a Paradox game, that it's just not informing me of at all. Even after I put on the beginner stuff too, even after I put on the beginner tutorial, I feel like it's not really explained it properly. And then the tutorials are just videos. I don't know. I need a way to access the tutorial game, I guess, again, and maybe that'll help. But maybe you shouldn't make the tutorial game something you can only access for the first time you activate the game. Just my thoughts here. I don't know. But I feel like this game is going to be one I'm going to come back to in my free time and see if I can enjoy it. And until then, yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll come back to, not this save. I'll probably continue, or, maybe I'll come back to the save after I've played it a bit more. But yeah, we'll see how I feel about it. Thank you so much for watching. Who are we rating? Who are we rating? Could rate Verily or Arva. I haven't rated Arva in a bit. Let's rate Arva. All right, so thanks for coming, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. I appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoyed. I mixed it up there. I wish you the best of nights. When you get over there, be kind and courteous. That's all I ask of you. And with that said, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.